Imagine you're the founder and CEO of a big company. You have built the company with your blood, sweat, and tears. After going through years of pain, hardships, and failures, you have finally arrived in life, and your company is super successful now. You've reached a stage where you can finally expand, and in order to expand, you need more people in your team. But you're in a dilemma. You just interviewed 2 candidates for a really important position in your company, and you're thinking about which candidate should you hire. Candidate number 1 is young, extremely talented, hardworking, adapts quickly, and keeps on learning new skills every day. He's entirely self-taught. He began working really early in life, and he has a great track record of taking up projects and successfully completing them on time. And those projects have given him a lot of practical experience. He just loves what he does. He is passionate about his work and is completely self-made. But here's the catch. He has no degree, no college education. In fact, right from standard 10th, he knew the school system was not fit for him and he chose his own path in life. Candidate number 2 is just looking for a job for his livelihood. He comes across as dull and boring to you. Throughout his life, he took decisions based on peer pressure. He chose science stream because everyone else was doing it. He did engineering because everyone else around him were doing it. He has a proper degree and his marks are great as well. His degree is more suited to the position in your company. His CV is good and it boasts of several projects and activities. But deep down, he knows that all that means nothing. He did not care at all what those projects taught him. He only wanted his CV to look good. That's it. His real thirst for knowledge was dead long back. In the job interview, he kept on agreeing to each and everything you said. And why not? Throughout his life, he has been taught to say the right things to please teachers and interviewers. He desperately needs the job. Who will you hire? Candidate number 1 or number 2? The education system as we know it today is a leftover of the British Empire. The British made schools to produce people who could carry out a set of instructions without questioning too much. They did not care about diversity, creativity, or individual talent. They needed to mass manufacture people who do not have the capacity to think for themselves. The empire diminished long time back. Why shouldn't the education system? Sadly, even our own country and its people failed to improve the system. In fact, the school system has become much worse than before. When you were a kid, you and a group of kids your age were thrown in the same system, put to the same conditions, told to follow the same set of instructions, trained the same way. In reality, each and every child is special and different. Some kids learn slow but learn really well. Some kids learn really quick and forget quickly. Some are way ahead of their peers and find school totally useless. All of these children are thrown in the same classroom simply because they happen to be born in the same year. And how are they tested? Through a standardized system called exams. Exams are standardized tests that all of the classmates or batchmates have to go through at the same time. An exam fails to take into account multiple factors that truly test a human's potential and intelligence. Anyone can learn the tricks to score high marks by solving and studying the patterns of previous year question papers. But getting marks is way different from true intelligence. A person who gets really high marks may still lack the intelligence to function and succeed in the real world. Let's talk about the greatest entrepreneur the world has seen so far. Steve Jobs. Jobs felt suffocated in school as a kid. He preferred to learn in unconventional ways. Jobs had this real thirst for knowledge. He was an extremely passionate human being. Spirituality or electronics. Jobs totally immersed himself in whatever he found interesting. Jobs dropped out from his college. No, it's not that he was a dropout from a fancy college like Harvard or Stanford. He dropped out from a pretty average liberal arts college named Reed College. The course that Jobs pursued was not even close to electronics or computing. The only thing that interested him in college was a calligraphy course. Imagine a person who did not have any formal education in engineering ended up revolutionizing the electronic and computing industry forever. Jobs changed the course of humanity by creating one of the most valuable companies in the world, Apple. Not only this, Jobs eventually revolutionized 6 major industries: personal computers, music, animated movies, phones, digital publishing, and tablet computing. Elon Musk is another modern-day genius who absolutely hated school. School was torture for him. As a child, he largely kept to himself and taught himself everything. Like Jobs, Elon did not have an engineering degree and still successfully ended up revolutionizing the electric vehicle industry and the space industry. Musk does not have a degree in astrophysics. With his own hard work and relentless quest for knowledge, he taught himself the details of building rockets and designing cars. Musk is so disgusted of the school system that he has created a unique school for his children, and they love going to that school. Speaking of unique schools, in India, Rabindranath Tagore had attempted to create a unique set of schools. His logic was that schools should be close to nature. That's where kids truly belong, not in a concrete classroom. As a child, Rabindranath Tagore felt suffocated in school. He felt as if he was in a prison. Eventually, he ended up dropping out of the system, and that's how a school dropout won the Nobel Prize. This country has produced great minds and original thinkers like Chanakya. Chanakya was not a product of this modern-day education system. He was a product of ancient India. India has stopped producing great minds like Chanakya. Forget following the ancient system. Kids these days are not even taught about Chanakya. In modern India, if there is anyone who is a true genius, it's Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Dhoni is not only a cricketer, he has always been a master strategist, a great businessman, and a unique leader. His leadership skills are studied in management courses across the globe. Guess what? Dhoni too did not rely too much on formal education and does not have a degree. Sachin Tendulkar, the greatest batsman the world has ever seen and will ever see. He is not only the god of cricket but also an excellent businessman. Sachin does not have any college degree, yet he was smart enough to bring huge amount of money into BCCI and Indian cricket. Dhirubhai Ambani, the legend, the greatest businessman India has seen so far, the founder and creator of the biggest Indian company. He too did not like formal education and did not have a college degree. He preferred learning business practically rather than in boring classrooms. Among young and emerging entrepreneurs, we have Ritesh Agarwal. Ritesh never really liked the school system and taught himself about things that interested him. He still has a lot to offer and is one of the smartest entrepreneurs in India. Ritesh too does not have a college degree. With their insane discipline, hard work, perseverance, and self-awareness, many Indians have made it big without a college degree. It is possible. Not following traditional education does not mean you can relax and enjoy for the rest of your life. In fact, you need to completely surrender yourself to your work, surrender to your mission, and work 1,000 times harder. As Elon Musk says, work every waking hour. There are currently two major ways through which you can earn money without a formal education and a college degree. Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs are and always will be the most important people in humanity. They change things. They solve problems. They are the ones who push humanity forward. They identify what people need and deliver it to the people. They are able to visualize the future, and in return, the society rewards them with money. India is a young country and has a lot of energy. We have a lot of potential. We are in the age of computers and internet has never been more accessible. Think of ideas, get 100 of them and implement them completely. Does not matter if that idea has already been done elsewhere. If you have an idea, just work on it and implement it. Even if you'll end up failing, trust me, you will learn a lot in life. The best way to learn in business is to do business. Self-education teaches you harsh, but teaches you well. Number 2, investment. Not everyone is Steve Jobs, right? It is too much to expect that each and every one of you can become an entrepreneur. It is okay. Entrepreneurship might not be your passion and there's no pressure on you to become an entrepreneur. In that case, what can you do to earn well and earn smartly? The answer is investment. Each and every one of us can invest and become rich if we do it smartly. Invest in stocks. Buy stocks of companies you see a lot of potential in and watch your wealth grow. You will be surprised to know that now you can invest even in US stocks through apps like INDmoney. You see, investing has a really important and easy rule. Just keep this golden rule in mind and you will be surprised at the speed your wealth grows. Start investing in things you use in your daily routine, things you use in your day-to-day activities, things you love and cannot live without. We just talked about the journey of Steve Jobs and how he changed the world by creating Apple. People across the globe love using Apple products. Every year, all of us are excited to see what Apple has to offer to the world. Similarly, many people love wearing Nike shoes. In the age of OTT, many people consume content on Amazon Prime or Netflix. You know what is common in all of these companies? All of them are American companies. So if you love using these US products, why shouldn't you invest in US stocks? We learn so much from the success stories of American entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. Why shouldn't we invest in their companies? Now, the INDmoney app has made it absolutely easy for you to invest in US stocks. You simply have to open your account for free. There's no brokerage, no commission. You can start investing in US stocks with minimal amount, and guess what? The viewers of this video will get shares in Apple for free. Yes, for free. You can do it in two ways. Just click on the link in description, sign up on INDmoney, and you will get free Apple shares in the rewards section. Or the second way is to type the code FMF Apple during sign up and you will get your Apple shares for free. INDmoney is trusted by over 3 million people. So transform your financial life using INDmoney app right now. Thanks to INDmoney for making this video possible and delivering quality content to you guys. Now coming back to the question in the beginning of the video, between candidate number 1 and 2, who would you hire? The answer is that any sane person would hire candidate number 1, even if he does not have a degree. Why? Well, candidate number 1 has immersed himself in his chosen field and learned skills through books and the vast repository of knowledge on the internet. Through his skills alone, he has managed to come this far in life and is completely self-reliant. His purpose and mission in life is set. He knows that if he creates great products, the company will profit, and as a result, he will get paid for it. The founder and CEO of a company eventually cares about making profit. If the person is extremely great at what he does, why wouldn't he get a chance? The world is moving forward and times are changing. Write down in the comment section about what you think about this video and who would you hire, candidate number 1 or 2. On this note, we end the video, and please do not forget to download the INDmoney app and sign up using the link in description. It's a genuinely great app, easy to use and has solved a great problem for all of us. Use it and tell all of your friends to use it. Thanks a lot for watching.